Ooh, move. Good morning. Last night's reading was wow. I did a reading for myself last night, but also included Scorpio because I'm a Scorpio. Before I get my day started, I'm going to go ahead and get a message out there. Some of y'all's family is looking for y'all. I don't want my family looking for me. I don't need you looking for me. They only looking for you because they trying to get away with whatever they did. They sent all kinds of people into your life and then told people that you was a hoe and you was a home wrecker and you with married men and you go out, you drink and you smoke and you do whatever the hell you do whatever the hell. Yeah, I smoke. Yeah, they stole everything. Yeah. Especially us water signs. Since you say Pisces, that makes me think of water signs. I feel like I want to start doing some readings, particularly for water signs, because we are the most intuitive sign, and they steady be trying to block our intuition. But they the ones who are spiritually blind, and they are the ones who need us to be able to guide them spiritually. But instead, they rather cipher for you. Like they took my sacral chakra, so I've been healing that. They done took my child away from me. I just made a post. I woke up this morning and try not to get in my feelings because I'm a water sign, so I'm gonna be a water baby. We cry. And I recognize it a lot on my Facebook. Like when I get on here, like y'all view me, y'all comment. I love that. But when I'm on, regular social media, like there's no family on there, there's no friends on there. It's like everybody unfriended me or blocked me or whatever they did based off of whatever these people said. And they did it all for money. Mind you, it's been a year and 4 months since I had my daughter, and it's been 15 years since I seen my mama's side of the family, which mean it real probably not even 15 years. I haven't seen these people since I was 16. I lived in Kentucky for 15 years. So from the age of 17 to the age of 29, I lived in Kentucky. And they tortured me there too. It's like every time I got to a good phase in my life, they would do spell work, they would call my job, they would get me fired, and then I had no way to be able to feed my child. But this time around, when it came down to the inheritance or money or whatever the case may be, they took their little piece. Yeah, see, they got this life insurance policy on you, but y'all not dead. You or your child isn't dead. That's the part that's gonna make them go to jail. And it's called fraud. They going to jail for fraud. 2026, the ancestors are not playing. They tired. They let these people do this for 15, 16, 20. However old you is, I'm 32. They did this shit for 32 damn years for me. But the main thing they said is that you died, but they married the dead woman. Mind you, police officers and shit like that, they done already followed me around. They know that I'm not dead. Because them same people that took from me, they were being watched. But what I don't understand is how you flexing on somebody else with their money. That's the part that I don't understand. But if we dead, how are you married to a dead person? Don't you think the death would have been more validation for you to get the money anyway? Why get married to a dead woman? I ain't married to nobody. I done ran out of rings. You know, this the promise ring and this the wedding ring or however, whichever one. I don't have no rings on my finger, except for the rings that you see. So what marriage? So somebody going to jail for that too? And when I say jail, they going to jail. Or you can lay in that grave, because either these are the two choices that the ancestors done gave these people. You can go to jail or you can go to hell. Which one you want? They ain't got no in between. They can't scapegoat you no more. These people don't even know where the fuck I am. Unless they got a GPS tracker on this car, unless you going to the dealership every fucking day to figure out where the fuck I am. Also, if you bought a new car, these people went to the dealership telling the people at the dealership that you got an inheritance. So if something happened, don't help them. I don't plan on going back to the goddamn dealership. Yeah, they got everybody involved over some money. I mean, literally everybody, to the point like people don't even like my pictures of my daughter, to the point that, you know, people view me in the story, but they don't like anything. I used to get a lot of likes and views and stuff off of Facebook. But in 2023, I realized that there was some other shit going on. And it takes me back to 2022. I got an email from somebody and they told me that I was owed an inheritance from a passed over loved one, but he lived in another country. So it seemed like it was a scam. But I was dealing with somebody who is like sleeping with the devil. They a queen of wands. They ain't no fucking empress. They a fucking dyke ass bitch who I had to get a restraining order on. Cause she decided to come to my fucking house. And then you expect me not to have a hammer or something in my, and then you talking about, oh, we thought that it was a gun. If it was a gun, baby, all y'all be motherfucking dead right here at the doorstep, and I would have shut the damn door. And the police would have had to figure out who the fuck shot what. And at the end of the day, I would have served my little motherfucking time. And still won, because at the end of the day, why you pop up at somebody's house? And at the end of the day, I did win my damn case. I got me a lawyer. They didn't have no lawyer when they showed up to court talking about this is petty and all this. No, it's not. You come into people's house to disturb their fucking peace. You up there doing magic. You're mad because somebody figured out that y'all having fornication. You told the judge. We in the courtroom, it started at 10:30. By 11:30, you talking about, I wish that I was trying to reach out to get me a lawyer. The judge looking at you like you done lost your mind. We already 45 minutes into this damn court case. You done brought two women with you and they don't know me from a can of fucking soul ass paint. And you know, can of paint, you leave it out in the sun, that bitch gonna dry the fuck up. So I like to listen to gangster music. I don't know if y'all seen my little playlist. I got some gangster songs on there. I got a bunch of songs that I've liked, but I ain't added it to my playlist yet. I got Christian songs. I listen to all kinds of music. Now, one particular song that I can say right now that a bitch took it as, oh, she's selling coochie, is that OB song by Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. Just as much as they do in the music industry. People want to stop your success, Scorpio, water sign, whatever. I feel like I'm talking to the water signs today. Even though I said good morning, Scorpio. They want to stop your success because you're going to be more successful than these people. They took it all, so there ain't nothing for them to give back other than for them to either go to jail or go to hell. Which one you going to do? You going to lay down or you going to sit down? Which one you want to do? Most people laying down because they refuse. Most people offing themselves because they don't want to serve that 25 years to fucking life for doing fucking fraud and drug trafficking and all kinds of shit. Then you got lovers that actually probably want you or whatever, and they motherfucking ass got involved in the shit too. I'm seeing blackmail. They was trying to blackmail you. They being exposed by the sun and exposed through the justice system. So they got legal issues going on. Because it's a such law as elderly neglect, adult neglect, and child neglect, bitch. They getting written for all three of them motherfuckers. And also with this false marriage. Because you saying you're married to some fucking body, but I don't see the person standing there next to you. Whole time these people don't realize that these people done found out where the fuck you at, because the same people that stole from you came running back to you. Like you supposed to help them or something. I ain't finna help you do a motherfucking thing. Bitch, you stole from me, so why the fuck would I help you? And then shout out to my little pussy ass baby daddy. You a bum ass bitch. You like taking from your churn and all kinds of stuff. I don't like stuff like that. I ain't never thought about taking shit from my damn child. I don't play those games. Y'all can be pedophiles on your fucking own, but you ain't gonna do it over here in Mari's land, territory, garden, whatever the fuck you want to fucking call it. If you already took from me, why the fuck would you come back to somebody that you stole from? Make that shit make sense. So you can get even more caught up. That's the part that really get them caught up. Motherfucker act like that you just so badly want them. I'm waiting for the motherfucking day for somebody to pull up and act like they finna come around this motherfucking car and do something to me. Bitch, I'm finna get out and mace your ass and slice your ass up. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. A reason why a bitch ain't gonna motherfucking try me because of that damn court case when I told you I had a hammer in my hand. Yes, bitch, I will bust your fucking head wide the fuck open. Like it's a fucking treasure box. What the fuck is you talking about? And I'm trying to figure out who this person is down here at the bottom that's talking about that's not self-defense. Yes, the fuck it is. When a bunch of people come up against you, yes, it is. And at your house, yes, it is. If they come and knock at your fucking door, not you go knock on they shit. When they knock at your fucking door, you got every right to do whatever you gonna do right there in front of your house. And yes, the fuck it was self-defense because I fucking won my goddamn case. And that goofy ass bitch had to stay away from me for a year. But instead, everybody in the family wanted to go up against me and the woo tide and all this shit. And yeah, we gonna get you hurt and get you killed and all that shit. Bitch, you ain't killing shit. Because if you was really a killer, you would have did that shit when you had the fucking chance. Now you ain't got no chance to do shit to me about nothing. I done watched a lot of motherfucking people goddamn die after I left my hometown. They mammy, they auntie, they cousin, they sister, they brother, everybody damn dead. It ain't got shit to do with me. The fuck? I don't have a gun. I got mace and a knife. I don't need no motherfucking gun, because if I did have one, I bet you probably all these motherfuckers be laid out somewhere fucking with me. And bitch, I ain't going to go get no motherfucking Glock. I'm gonna get me a pump and blow everybody the fuck up. Set your ass on fucking fire. How about that? So don't come on here talking about some shit ain't self-defense. Yes, the fuck it is. You supposed to just let people just keep walking all over you and disrespect you and do all this stuff? Hell, fuck no. I'm going to defend myself. And any other Scorpio and any other water sign, they going to defend their fucking self. Shit, you see how Chris Rock be? Krishan, she a Pisces. We ain't with all that old bullshit. Yeah, we gonna fight your motherfucking ass. You wanna fucking play? You wanna act like shit sweet and all that old shit? That's why they do the shit from a distance, because they done already seen you fight somebody. I done fought one of my damn cousins in my damn family, and then I had my granny telling me that that's my sister, you nasty ass bitch. So you telling me that my mama had sex with her fucking daddy? And your son ain't my motherfucking pappy? Y'all fucking disgusting. That bitch ain't my fucking sister, and I tore that ass up, and I still remember that shit to this day, and I know that bitch still mad about that shit. I don't give a fuck about you, Nicole. Since people don't want to get their name said, Elise, Eric, Tony, Billy, my mama, Danya. Everybody want to be called out since you was calling me out and calling this and calling that. Yeah, I'm going to call everybody out, you sick bitch. So hell yeah. You talking about you want me to get over it. Get over it for what? When you put cheering involved in bullshit, and I'm glad she wherever she is and she ain't with none of y'all people, because look at what the fuck you doing. You talking about you want me to join you. I ain't finna join you doing no shit like that. Hurting and harming and molesting folk and all that shit like that. Something wrong with you. You got a personality disorder. And I already know my mama got a mental problem. Do you know that she told my caseworker she was telling the reason and why she put me out and back 2 years of fucking go in 2023, in the beginning of 2024. She put us out, me and my child, on the street. Told her husband to go downtown and pay. He paid $97 fucking dollars to put me out of his house. You had me move all the way from damn Kentucky. I left every cent. When I say I left everything in that house, I mean everything. The shit looked like somebody still lived there. And then people think that I'm watching them and looking at them and shit. No, bitch, I blocked you. You ain't got no access to me no more. I don't want you around me. Justice. You could be stepping into your Athena energy. Athena didn't have no children. She didn't have no children, and she wasn't married. There's a couple of other goddesses that weren't married, and then there was some that had marriage and they had about 3 or 4 children, or they had one other child, or whatever the case may be. We're speaking about justice, blind justice. And at the end of the day, somebody from New York, because it makes me think about the Statue of Liberty. If you know the real history behind the Statue of Liberty, it was a statue sent from way from fucking Africa to show slavery. That's why she got chains and shit around her motherfucking arms and shit, and they blinded them. Because they gave black people blind justice when it came down to slavery. They ain't have no choice but to listen to what the master said and stop watching. And that's how they wanted you to be, like the Statue of Liberty. Now she looks totally different. The real statue ain't that. I don't even think she was holding a torch. She had chains around her legs and shit like that. You got plenty of statues around here showing you how slaves were. And this is what they wanted to do to you, Scorpio. They wanted to enslave you. Mind you, like I said, my great-great-grandmother was a slave, and she ran right into a Native American Cherokee Indian. Right there in Pensacola, Florida, where it all started at. The Trail of Tears start from Pensacola going into Alabama. Once you get down that little country road where it ain't nothing but trees and it's a narrow ass road, so you might as well stay in your lane. By the time you get through that, you get to a bridge what's nothing but water. When I tell you that I cried going across that fucking bridge. Because I felt my granddaddy and my grandmama as they had to travel. They probably waited for their family. They waited for other people. Once everybody made it across the bridge, everybody was looking for everybody. Some people didn't even make it across that water. So imagine this, that there was no fucking bridge at that time. It was nothing but water. Getting ate up by sharks, piranhas, whatever the fuck, just to get across the water. And we talking about deep water. So hell yeah, when I tell people that I was in Pensacola, it stormed. And I remember making a video and it was raining, and that was that same day I seen the sheriff, the U.S. Marshal, and a couple of under detectives. Louisiana was one of the states. Pensacola. Who else? It's another state that was there. All of these officials. And that U.S. Marshal, he sat right next to me as I was reading on live. I ain't even pay him no mind. When I happened to look up, I seen all these people, they talking, gathering, and the sheriff was like, okay, we're going to go this way, go that way. Yeah, because I seen them go this way, and they over there, and this ain't who this is. Somebody walked up on the sheriff and he was like, that ain't this person. He was like, all right, well, we're going to go this way, blah, blah, blah. They also want to frame you for somebody's death. You don't even know who the fuck died. How you going to frame somebody for something you don't know who dead? I don't know who the fuck dead. If they came and questioned me about somebody's death, I don't know who the hell you talking about. I probably bust out crying because I ain't even know. People think because we spiritual, we supposed to just say, yeah, I got to sit here and investigate and pick up on your energy and figure out what's going on and what you did. And somebody talk like that. You would have thought they was a preacher at a church. Justice is definitely here. There's a King of Cups in reverse. And also that represents these people didn't love themselves. They ain't got no love for themselves. They some hoes. And they want you to be a hoe just like them, and no the fuck you ain't. This goes for my mama's side of the family, my daddy's side of the family. My daddy got about 5-4 damn children, and I'm the youngest. And great-grandmama had 8 children. And one of them died, drowned in the river. All I fucking know, the motherfuckers probably drowned his ass so they can get insurance policy. They drowned his ass when he was about 8 years old. So, bitch, let's talk about your family secrets since y'all want to keep this a motherfucking chill. No, I'm finna come in here and slay your motherfucking ass because you think this shit a game. And at the end of the day, my baby is behind me. She ain't in front of y'all. She ain't got to see what y'all done did. I don't need her to experience what y'all done did and what you did to me. And hell yeah, I'm gonna let your ass rot and let your ass sit. And I don't give a fuck what happened to you. You can be in your grave or you could be in that jail cell. You don't want to go to jail, the ancestors gonna make sure you lay down since you don't want to sit down. People losing their lives. The world see this. Everybody see this. Like that veil is being dropped. And it looked like two women, two ancestors is right there. They removing the veil. It could be cold somewhere. It's snowing somewhere, because if this was in reverse, you would see the grass and spring and all that shit. Hell no, it's cold as hell outside. They want the amber cold so fucking bad. Now it's cold. Go out there and go get that bitch. They ain't got no power over you. You way too powerful than these damn people. And you know that they goddamn betrayed you too. They tried to ten of swords you, take your life. When I was living in Valdosta, and I had my daughter at the time, but I was living in Valdosta, we was sleeping in the living room. And a bullet hole went through my window and it cracked my mirror. Like it had the frames around the mirror, and the bullet hole went right into the frame of the mirror and it broke it. And the bullet was a silver bullet and it was flat. You know, my fucking maintenance man tried to tell me that that wasn't a bullet hole. Yes, the fuck it is. It ain't no damn rock, bitch. And why the fuck you ain't fixed that fucking window? You got landlords and every fucking body. Everybody's a part of this RICO case, not you. Not you. You know why? Because you showing up as this spiritualist. 2010 could be something significant. I know for me it is. Because that's when I moved from my hometown and went to goddamn Kentucky. Somebody wants to have a new beginning and have a Two of Cups relationship with you. Me at this point, fuck all that relationship ass shit and quit sending these ragged ass, po ass, nasty ass motherfuckers my goddamn way now. I don't want nobody. That's not my mission, for me to be married to somebody and all this shit. Fuck that shit. Look, marriage. They fighting over this marriage and this Two of Cups relationship that ain't fucking happened. The Three of Wands, you got people blocking your view and all that old shit when it comes to the world, and you see them. You see who blocking you. All them fucking crackhead ass people that I fucking named, they motherfucking ass is the ones that's been blocking me. Including my grandmammy that raised me. Don't get it twisted. The old people doing shit too. You want to wear that diaper so bad, you gonna be wearing that bitch while you in prison. And they watching. And you speaking and talking and being alive and breathing is showing a whole lot of motherfucking woe. And yes, the fuck they did poison me back in 2023. That's why I had posted that picture of me being so small, because they poisoned me. I actually found out that I was pregnant and I told the person, but my inkling in my mind was telling me not to, but I told them because I didn't want that at the time. I didn't want children. That's not the path that I wanted to take. I ain't taking the path of being a baby mama and having all these children, and now I'm pregnant again and all this shit, and people talking about come join. My older brother and fake false phony ass motherfucking sister, I don't know the bitch like that. And I don't claim her. Because she came out of nowhere in motherfucking 2023, bitch. I've been around for the past 10, 15 years. I don't know who the fuck you are. Anyway, stupid hoe. Both of their ass got 5 damn children. And they telling the youngest one, come Come join us. Bitches, you retarded? I don't want kids that motherfucking bad. You can have fun with that shit. Marriage. They ain't got no power over you. These people wanted to have power over you by trying to put you in a marriage, in a false contract. They ain't got no power over you. They ain't even got no power over them damn selves. The fuck? They thought whatever the fuck they were doing to you was working. Yeah, maybe when we was low vibrational, bitch. People arguing and fighting because you this spiritual woman and you taking these journeys and you going to the beach and showing seashells and hey, she was supposed to be down and depressed. No, bitch, it's you. You been down and depressed. That's why the fuck you put us in a false marriage. That's why the fuck you lied to the fucking court system about their child, their parenting. You said they was out drinking and smoking. My fuck ass mammy was saying that I was out drinking and smoking, and yeah, the fuck I was, bitch. It's my fucking life, and I choose to do whatever the fuck I goddamn please, you dirty asshole. You a bum ass bitch just as well as the rest of their ass. And you wondering why I don't call you mama, because you ain't one. My mama used to get high on drugs and then she'll sit there and say, I ain't never want to have you no way. And your daddy. Bitch, you just mad because that nigga don't want to fuck you with your dry ass pussy. I ain't mad about no damn baby daddy wanting to fuck me. First of all, I ain't touched that man since my child was 9 months old and she's fucking 12, bitch. Play with your fucking mammy. They under judgment for these traditions that they got. You supposed to be like everybody else. Who the fuck told you that? I'm trying to be my goddamn self and figure out me. Motherfucker always think they controlling me, trying to figure out what's your next plan, what you gonna do, and all that shit. Why? So you can fucking ruin it, you dumb fuck? You think I don't see that shit? And a motherfucker wondering why my mouth bad and I got something to goddamn say. I've always had something to goddamn say, and a motherfucker ain't like what I had to say. I don't give a fuck, bitch. You should have left me the fuck alone, because when I was nice and sweet and when I was stupid, that shit was fun, wasn't it? You had fun doing that shit. Now you can't have fun doing that shit. Because I ain't ignoring none of the shit that you motherfucking did. And the world can't ignore it neither. And you not ignoring that they put you in this false marriage and this 2 of cups. With some fucking body that you don't want to fucking be with. Like, who the fuck told you that I wanted to be married, bitch? The world sees that these people are being judged and they under judgment, whoever this king or whatever the fuck he want to think he goddamn be. Now they all in their damn thoughts. Oh, I thought I had control over you. No, you didn't. They in their damn thoughts because they run around here being a damn jackrabbit. Over here jacking on every damn body and jaculating and having sex with every fucking body. You walked away from them 3 cups. You don't give a fuck if it's 2 damn favorable cups or whoever else is in the cup. You don't give a damn, bitch. I'm finna have my new beginning. Bye. Yeah, they betrayed you in a 2 of cups situation. Somebody also in your family could have got married and they got married in your name. These people got to do DNA tests and all kinds of shit now. Yeah, because this shit was an illusion that, now this King of Pentacles, he want to be realistic. Now I got to come and get married to you for real. Let me come in and get married to you for real. I'm going to do it for real. I'm going to get married for real. We going to get married for real. And you just like, bitch, bye. That 7 of Wands coming in trying to gang up on you and shit. Now they want to be realistic because they know they under judgment. And you like, bitch, fuck you. I ain't finna save you. Yeah, you protected. Why you calling judgment on these people? And you still showing up in the world even though these people in your way. This person in your damn way. You sleeping peacefully at night and all kinds of stuff. They watching to see, is this marriage gonna happen? You gonna do it? You gonna do it? You gonna get married to it? You gonna get married to him? You gonna take the office? You gonna take the office? We gonna see. We gonna see. No, you can't. The first of fucking ball, you gonna have to chase me. You gonna have to come get me. Come find me, bitch. Come run up on me like you fucking think that you stupid. They wanted to break your heart for the 7 of Pentacles. For a little $700. They wanted to break your heart. And they told lies, and they all fighting about these lies and every damn thing that they told and all this shit. This man said that you was married to him and all this shit. You ain't married to this motherfucker. Living off your shit for the past 4 fucking years, and you talking about I need you. I'm gonna do it for real. I'm gonna do it for real. Yeah. What trap? You trapped too. They really thought that they 10 of swords you and then trapped you. No. The 2 of wands, you're very well guarded against this person. That's why you got them on the other side of the wall and they standing there looking stupid. And you like, bitch, don't even cross here. Don't come across this line. You gonna be like that movie Life. When you went across that motherfucking warden little station thing and they shot your motherfucking ass. They wanted you to be juggling with your home life, your family life, your love life, and your children and all that old shit. Because your motherfucking ass don't want them. I don't give a fuck. We can keep playing. You're going to have to get me to sign that paper over to the court system for my damn child, you dirty bitch. I don't want your po ass. You and your dirty ass family. I don't want your motherfucking ass. You and your dirty ass fucking family. We showing up as royalty. And we are the magician, bitch. We done went through this transition. What is wrong with you? Look, blind justice, like I fucking said. They wanted you to be blind to the justice, but you too wise for that. You got too much wisdom when it comes down to justice. You showing up as Isis and Athena. And also Sarah Sawiti, which is a wisdom. Wise, your wisdom, how old you is, how old you are, how wise you are. Yeah, they had you blind, but bitch, I heard everything you were saying, you dumb bitch. The world sees them, meaning that they on the news. From this sacrifice, you went through a transformation from this sacrifice that they was trying to do over your life. These people burdened because they sacrificed you. And your ass still damn alive. All they did was just take whatever the hell. All they did was really clear your goddamn path. They burdened now. They sacrificed you, and then now you showing up somewhere online putting your message out. Let's get into these channeled messages, Scorpio, or water signs, and see what is really going on. What's to talk about? They wanted to blackmail you because of a letter that somebody wrote you, a letter of closure. They didn't want to grow up. They didn't want to bring you this letter of closure, and they didn't want to grow up, and they're going to have to. Either you going to sit down, or your motherfucking ass is going to lay down. Which one do you want? The ancestors ain't playing this year. All right. Let's figure out what else is there. They wanted fake cops to set you up, but you blooming anyways. You release what drains your spirit and makes room for healthy love. This person wasn't healthy. This is a false person. You knew that they were false. That's why the hell you got away from these people. You recognize your worth. My light doesn't dim when others shine. I ain't never heard it do that shit now. I can't believe that bitch just did me like that. My bad, y'all. I'm just trying to open the damn door. It's a little hot, and I don't want to turn the car on until I get ready to go to the stove. You recognize your worth. Your light doesn't dim when others shine. Your roots create strength. Yeah, they was looking in your windows, and that's why they being exposed. They being exposed because they made false reports, and them false reports did not work. Or these are fake people. These people can't be fake in your life no more. They can't act because they clown hoes, they bozos. Whoever this copycat is, this copycat that got married in your name, they a clown ass hoe. They a hoe. This person got married to a hoe. God damn, maybe I should have left the window closed. Child, shit. That breeze do feel good though, no lie. Your gifts are very well different. You speak honesty, and these people can't sit with you because they fake. They wanted to keep these lies going. The lies ain't going. Silence is wisdom, and these people tried to say that you was missing. You're not missing. Pineapples. They did this because they wanted prosperity and abundance, and they not getting it by lying and saying that you missing and that you gone and all that shit. Like I said, these fake police officers, they getting caught up, and they getting put in the jail cell too, and they losing their jobs, they losing their rights. These people are, everybody's losing everything for coming up against you, and obviously shit, I must be say water signs. We really got to be the shit if we got everybody in the motherfucking planet trying to come up against us. They said that you was missing. You're not missing. Real officials know that you ain't missing. They know that these people all lied. That's why they finna have legal issues. I appreciate everybody who comes on here, likes, comments, share, and subscribe. I appreciate everybody who comes and they stay and they actually watch and they join in, and they just ain't just here just to click on the video and think that everything, I'm not finna come on here all peaches and cream. Facing the truth. The police think that you don't know. Yes, the fuck you do. What's the fuck a we? Like she said in that song, what's a fuck a we? Okay? What in the fuck is a we? There ain't no we. Like I goddamn said, I ain't got no other rings on my finger. I had 2 rings. One of the other rings was my mama's ring. It looked more like a wedding ring. And then this one too. This one was hers as well. Cherry blossom. But this is the one that the man that I posted, my father, he had gave her this ring. Smile and slow down. Yeah, they did a fake news report trying to say that you was missing and that you gone and I don't know where she at, and y'all fucking please. This person got married to you and then turned around and said, well, she missing, I don't know where she at. That's why these people went to jail. Now they losing the car and every damn thing that they got in your name. They liars. And they done this long enough. And they wanted to keep taking the bait. But see, you're not like these people. Your truth is what's protecting you, because peace is power. You listen before you respond. And you're not weak to your knees about this person like they tried to create. You create beauty wherever you go. And your heart is sacred. And you're not finna let nobody goddamn play with your heart. You ain't finna let nobody play with your heart. Oh yeah, these people they really getting called out. They really getting called out by the justice system more than anything when I picked up the tarot. But it's because of this sacrifice. They sacrifice you and a child just so that they can take what belonged to you and this child. You tapped in and that's what set you free. They ain't put in no work. And you're not the one to play with. That's what they don't understand. They know this. They know that they know that whenever you get your hands on this shit or this person that did and created all this bullshit, you gonna whoop their ass just like you did before, and you gonna give them a good ass whooping like grandmama, great grandmama, and great granddaddy should have did years ago. Why they act like they was the motherfucking peaches and cream of the goddamn family and some shit like that. Emotionally balanced, especially in your creativity, your roots. Your journey is not a race, it's sacred. I made a video and I put that up there, and I was posting my channel, and then I posted, it's on Instagram. I don't know if y'all done followed me on Instagram, but I'm gonna put some more readings up there, and I gotta change my name. I gotta recalibrate my Instagram, because all of my pages, I only got one page that is for like family and regular people. But my Facebook page, that's for my tarot, that's there. The one for thread, that's there. I believe Instagram is there as well. My email is there in the description box. Cash App is there in the description box. So feel free. I ain't here to ask you for no damn donation, but if you want to give one, then that's fine. And these people, they just wanted money. The X-Files. So these are exes, or so-called exes. They claiming that they your ex. I wasn't. Like I said last night, I only know two people that I can name off the top of my head. One of them I was with for 10 years, and half the time he was in prison, and I ain't seen him since we was like 16. But I knew this motherfucker since I was like 13 years old. Like, this ain't somebody that's new. I also know that he passed over, and when I went to go visit, people was asking me, why am I here? Like I wasn't supposed to be here or something. Like I was dead or some shit. And then the other person, I had a miscarriage with this person. This was in 2023 in the summertime. And I won't forget that this was like between June and April. And I was trying to figure out what was going on, because I took a P test, and it said it was positive. And I wasn't on birth control. I was coming up off of my birth control. And it was time for me to go back to the doctor to get my birth control removed. And I got it removed a little bit later than what I should have. But they pulled it out. And it had already expired. And I had got pregnant or whatever. And then I had a miscarriage, and I was telling the person, what was going on, and they denied me, they blocked me and left me, and every damn thing else. And they told me that it was my fault because I had a miscarriage, and they laughed at me. And when they did that, that really was like, I knew this person for 6 years, so even though it was just a relation, but there was feelings there, I guess, for me. And so There was no way that a person could tell me that I didn't love myself, because I did. I was always making videos. I was always enjoying myself. I had moments where I cried because I was taking care of this little girl, just me and her. And people didn't come over my house like that. And when I tried to I did a friendsgiving, and they were picking on the way that I cooked my food. And I had an ex friend of mine. Her name is Misha, and another girl that I had worked with. Her name is Chelsea. She was a white girl. And then I had my hairdresser. She did our hair, me and my daughter's hair, but she was also related to my daughter on her daddy's side of the family. So our kids were cousins. So it was kind of like we was family. And then the other girl, I knew her because she knew my cousin, the damn Nicole bitch, and she knew her, and we was all cool. We would all drink and have a good time and stuff like that. But the kids was always around, so we always did things where the kids would be able to gather around. And then us grown people, we would sit, talk, drink, and do what we wanted to goddamn do. Why the fuck is that a goddamn problem for a motherfucker to have friends and chill with people and hang out with them and all that stuff? Come to find out, all of these goddamn people was coming up against me. Mind you, in the spirit, they wanted to strip me. And so when I did see Chelsea again, Chelsea, she had a little problem. She had PCOS and she had a surgery. And she ended up having a child after, healing and all of that stuff. And she was able to produce a baby. Now, Chelsea had it all together. She was a white girl. So, she had a house and she had her 2 kids. And, me, I was still living in, based on income. And, people didn't see me too well because I really couldn't afford a house. I had to work, and I couldn't go to school and work because I didn't have nobody to watch Montavia for me at the time. And so what I did was I just invested a lot of my time in Montavia. I would make sure she had painting stuff to draw with. She had books. She had curricular books. So like when I went to Sam's Club, they got the section over there so whatever grade that she was going into, I would buy a booklet which talked about from math to science, every subject that they was going to learn about in that grade. And I would take different pieces. I would even go back to like kindergarten. I would go back to first grade, whatever grade she was in at the time. That's the grade book that we would work out of. And I learned that from my grandmother, because my grandmother on my mama's side, my grandmother actually homeschooled me, and she was a teacher. So like when I needed to learn something from school, she would get grade books so that I could be able to learn it before the next grade, before the next year came up, so that I wouldn't be so behind in what I needed to learn. Because I was a late bloomer, which I am a late bloomer. And like I said, people was acting like, well, you taking too long. I'm finna go on over here because she got it all together. She got the business. She done got her BBL. She looking good. She's smelling good. I mean, shit, Scorpio, you would water sign. You cook. You clean. You don't smell like onion rings. You're very independent. But they wanted something that was already, prepared and looks already boxed up all nice, and one of them big plastic Barbie dolls that's in the package. And they went over there to that. Instead, honor your journey. They tried to say that you was lame. That's what I'm saying. They said that you was lame and that you don't do all this stuff, and you don't hang out, and you ain't got a lot of friends, and people don't like you. And I understand that people don't like me. Protect your peace. The only reason why people don't like you is because they can't control you. That's the reason why. It ain't got nothing to do with they don't like you. They just can't control you. They can't feed you no bullshit. Because even when people thought that they was playing on my top, I knew exactly what they was doing. And it did break my heart, Because later on, after the miscarriage or whatever, I moved away. And I was telling them, like, I'm about to go. I'm not going to be here anymore. And I wasn't playing. I was manifesting that for me to leave. And so I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. And I'm grateful enough to say that I'm able to travel right now. I'm going different places. I'm going wherever the fuck I want to go. And this person, he wrote me. And I started a new life. I started working. I was working at Pilgrim, making that money. And so I've always had a job. It wasn't like I got a whole resume. Like, I've always had a job, and I always worked. And there's real people out there, Scorpio, that know your real character. And they know that you don't neglect your children. They know that a lot of these exes or whatever, they're getting dealt with. Some of these people weren't even your exes. That's another reason why they're getting dealt with, because they lied about they dealt with you. No, these people attacked you in the spirit and then lied in the physical and said that they was with you. No, bitch, you were dreaming. That was in your dreams. Because you came in uninvited in Scorpios or Cancer or Pisces energy. You came uninvited. You invited your ass to us. Everybody will be going to jail. And you'll be the last one standing. You'll be able to enjoy your life while everybody's locked up. Your family even gonna go to jail for this false marriage. Your family gonna go to jail for helping these people talk about you. They said that you was a hoe and a prostitute. But it's like, if I'm a hoe and a prostitute and a crackhead, what drug dealer do I know? And if I'm a hoe and a prostitute, well, who the fuck am I prostituting with? A motherfucker mad because you are giving to another person and not giving to them. But bitch, what the fuck were you doing in my life to think that I was finna give to you? They don't have a real reason on why they did what they did. Because the court is asking them, so what was your reasoning? Why did you do this? Why did you lie? Why did you say this? What? Tell me when, what, where, and how. Tell me. They over there stuttering. They don't know. They don't have a real reason on why they did this. And also, like I said, they called these people called CPS. They tried to say I was neglecting my child and all kinds of stuff, and none of that was happening. I didn't go anywhere. And if I don't know people like that, I'm not finna be out publicly somewhere just trying to invite myself somewhere. No, that's not my energy. Just like when I used to see those same friends that I said I invited over for Friendsgiving, I seen how they treated other people around them and their friends around them. Sometimes I didn't have any money because of the fact that I had to pay my bills on my own. And it's either pay my bills or not have nothing at all, or have nothing at all. You're not going back. Your voice travels. Yeah, Kentucky is here. New York is here. Oregon is here. Kansas is in here. It's no turning back, and you're not going back, so there's no turning back. So keep showing up, and you're not sorry about nothing, and you'll never speak to these people again. So like I said, I'm not speaking to nobody in my family again. I don't care what you do. And I damn sure ain't doing none of the shit that the court system asking me to do. I'm not doing none of that shit. I ain't going no therapy. I ain't doing none of that shit. Fuck you. The road ahead is open for you. Yeah, they mask is slipping because your presence is enough. They did all this to come up against you because of the fact that they didn't want you to be successful. And the fact that they was trying to stop your success. And the fact that they was trying to steal. CMT, TMZ. These people are on TMZ News. Famous people as well going down for this shit. And you sitting over here like, so what? You know their truth. And you know that these people, they traveled from Kentucky all the way to Georgia just to lie on me and my child in court. That's what they did. Discernment is your gift. You use your discernment. And you're not worried about him. They want you to be worried about this person, think about what they did and how they did you, and boo-hoo, and you like, bitch, I ain't got no more cries. Shit, I'm gonna play this bongo for your motherfucking ass, and you gonna listen. You gonna think that bitch saying boo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, it ain't saying boo-hoo-hoo. It's saying rotten tomatoes. These people rotten. On the inside and the outside, they rotten. They rotting. They have to move. Because you're a lighthouse, you're a guide. They want to keep on projecting, but they the ones that gotta move. They gotta move, not you. They keep on projecting onto you, but ain't nobody projecting nothing onto us. I don't feel no projection. Every part of you has value. They was a lie the whole time, and everybody was in on this. Like I said, your light is needed. Your purpose calls louder than your fear. The world is waiting on you. Why? They waiting on you because you're a high priestess, and you're a seer, and you're guiding other people to see what is going on around them. Peace over mistreatment. You don't want this person. They wanted to get married to you just so that they can mistreat you. But what the fuck is the purpose of doing that? I guess these bitches really thought that I was my mama or something, and you can play with me or something. Bitch, I ain't about no money. So the places that I'm hearing in Kentucky is Lexington, Bowling Green, Nicholasville. The Purple Trail starts all the way from Georgetown all the way to Nicholasville, Kentucky. So the military, Purple Trail, Louisville, Frankfurt. I don't know why I heard Kissimmee, and that's in Florida. Your story has value because you lived it. And they wanted you to stop playing games because they said, you lame. Stop playing them games. You lame for real. Like, you ain't really all that. Like, you lame for real. Like, don't nobody fuck with you like that. You lame for real. You lame for real. But you told everybody that we was lame. You still projecting. You're the one that's lame. Don't nobody fuck with you. And you mad because people actually fuck with us and they actually love us and they actually care about us. There's people that's really fighting for you behind the scenes because they want justice for what these people damn did. And they sat and they watched how your family took this money and they all was flashing and night cars. And now they watching this shit getting snatched from them. They watching these people go to jail. They watching people die. They watching auntie, cousin, mama, and sister, brother have heart attacks and all kinds of shit. These straight clowns. It's 100 fucking degrees out goddamn side. It's hot. The timer is up. So that means that whatever they was baking is done. And most likely they burnt it because they don't know how to cook. It's somebody that don't know how to cook and they burn the food every time they cook it. They have the stove up way too high, or they have that bitch way too damn low. So either it's overcooked or undercooked. I mean, undercooked. I'm seeing somebody cook some chicken and that bitch still raw. Yeah, do this. My ex used to cook like this, cook like that, put this seasoning, do this, do that, do this. No, the reason why Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces cook that way is because our ancestors. And a lot of the time we make a lot of portions of meals because we feeding our ancestors. We ain't feeding everybody. Divine timing don't need chasing. Why? Because gold represents your achievements. You're number one. You're not second best. You're number one. They mad because you don't want to be with them. Why the fuck would I want to be with some karmic, witchlock, warlock, whatever the fuck you want to be? Abundance. There's a letter here to bring you closure. Because healing begins with your energy and your energy. Your own energy, not theirs. You recognize your worth and you release what drains. I release what drains my spirit and make room for healthy love. In this deck, there's a lot of affirmations here, a lot of quotes. See, these people tried to say that you was a child. They was lying on you in court saying she a child. That's a child. She really a child. That's a child. That's a child. The child needs help. The child. We got to help the child. Help the child. The child needs help. The child children. The child. The child. The child. The child. In the court, like, she a child, but the birthday say 10/28/1993. She ain't no damn child. This grown ass woman or man. You grown. And they lied in court and said that you was a child. And guess what? When it's all said and done, it's done. It's over with. Ain't no more. Your soul already knows. So this is a message from me to you. Your soul already knows. I'm just here to tell you. And I'm also here to show you that even though you can be going through whatever you going through, you can still walk your ass right into that damn light, wherever that door at in that light, and get them keys, and God will still help you move forward. You ain't got nothing to hide. You ain't hiding nothing. You just getting started. They was trying to say, oh, they're running from us. They a child. They running, that child. We gotta catch the child. Go get the child. Go get the child. Go get the child. And it's just like, you lying? That's why y'all going to jail. Yeah, they're gonna be put in a box. Your gifts have been boxed up. They can't come back to you. You were born to stand out. And they will be gone before you. They was blaming you, huh? They thought that shit was funny. No. You rest, reset your course, and your crown is on your head. They was playing earthly games. And then they was talking about, ain't nobody on your body. Yeah, this family that just wanted money. Ain't nobody on your body. Don't nobody want you. Don't nobody want your body. Your body look nasty. Don't nobody want your body. Shit. It don't look deformed. And I ain't got a pooch pouch that hang over my damn coochie and you can't see my damn shit. I'm not worried about if somebody on my body. I like my motherfucking body. Every season is written for every season writes another version in a poem of your life to become. You never deserved any of this stuff that they put you through. T, J, W, and I. That could be initials. And we got OK, CMT, and then TJWI. Those initials are very well significant and heavy on the letter T. I know somebody who starts with a T. His name is Terrence. These people, they wanted to test your gifts out and see if you could pick up. I'm going to play dead and see if she can pick up on me playing dead. And see if she can pick up on this. I can tell you right now, they can't use that child shit no more because you ain't no child. That's why this shit is failing. And that's why these people are going down for what they did. They fed a whole community off your money. They came from one state to another to lie on you in court so that they can steal your money or steal whatever your daddy left you. Strength. That's how you showing up, very strong. You know your energy. Or this could be a Leo. You got a lot of strength when it comes down to these people trying to be the Page of Cups. It's something in the water. And you know there ain't no more toilet paper for these people to shit on. These people ain't got no more toilet paper. They ain't got nothing else to do. They can't shit on you no more. This was a fishy offer. Yeah, but they sent people to come up against you. Whoever this Leo is, good morning, everybody. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I do appreciate everybody who comes on here to Love Locks Tarot. Please remember to join the membership as well. You can always I also do be resharing old videos and stuff. Those old videos are very well significant. You guys definitely need to watch them because they talk about, even though it's in the past sometimes be relevant for the future. Yeah, this person was trying to play on your heartstrings with the Three of Swords. Play on your heart, but they spiritually blind. They can't see you no way. These people that was trying to come up against you, you walked away from them. And Death card, that's you. That's Scorpio energy. That's you showing up and saying, excuse me, and you showing up and ending something, whatever this Leo started, these fishy offers. You showing up as an empress. Also, that's your strength. You being an empress. You have stepped into who you're supposed to be. The number 3 and the number 5, 6, and the number 8. So very well abundant. You're abundant by yourself. They tried to offer you something fishy and you're all about your success. You showing up as very successful. And also, again, it's like you don't have anything to hide. They keep saying something fishy about this, something going on, something wrong, something. She doing something. She hadn't shared all these people. She traveling and hadn't shared these people. Whole goddamn time you showing I done went to the beach. I done went and got some seashells. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's where I plan on going again today. It's to the beach. And me and Buddy gonna get out there in that water. I'm really gonna get in the water for real. I want to get in that water for real. I got a bathing suit back there in the trunk. And I know me, I want to get in the water, put my whole hair and body and every damn thing in there. I'm going to have to hold Buddy trying to get in that water because he a little crazy when we go to the beach. Hey, Buddy. Hey, Buddy. You sheepy? Come here. Come here. Come on so everybody can see you, Buddy. Say hello. Say hello to me and my mommy. Hello. Say hello. Hello. This God right here. This is God right here. This man is so smart. Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. You're very smart. Yes, you are. Thank you, buddy. Everybody wanted to see you. Go back that way. What dang? It's like he put his hand on the chair like, I had a cat and I thought that he was a girl and my neighbor brought him to me. It was a Christmas gift for me and my daughter. And she named him Freya. And one day I happened to see 2 little circles on the back of his, where his butt was. And I went over there and I did like that. Or no, I seen him and then I grabbed him and I said, your ass is a damn boy. And he was looking at me like, bitch, I thought you knew that. I don't know why the fuck they was calling me. His eyes was big, like I thought you knew that. Like, I'm not a girl. So I had to change his name from Freya, which is Freya is the power card in this other deck, and it represents war and animal and wildlife. And I ended up calling him Freyman. The only reason why I did that is because I wanted to keep his name the same as Freya, so I called him Freyman. and he went with it. But he was smart too, and he was a big old baby. Like we would be sitting in the recliner, and I would have my headphones in, listening to music. Probably got me a little drink, and I, smoked me my little stuff, and I'm just chilling in the house or whatever. And this is after the fact my daughter was gone. So, um, also this is a very sweet moment, but when they took Montavia from me and I came back to the hotel room, even though they took us from my house, and I had to go back to the house without Montavia, and it felt very weird. And I remember sitting on the edge of the bed and bawling my fucking eyes out. And I was and Frayden walked up on me. He jumped up on the bed and then he curled up in my lap like he was hugging me. And he literally took his paw and did like this across my face. And I kept telling him she's gone because he was looking around. He's like, where's she at? Where's she at? Because he used to love going into the room and messing with Montavia. And like, you know how cats are, like they'll try to patch it and then they'll sneak up under the bed again. And he would always be in there messing with her, and they would always be playing and stuff. She'd be back there in the room on the computer, because the computer, my laptop right here, I would let her watch whatever she wanted to watch on there, as far as like movies, kid movies and stuff. So I would set it up for her so she can watch that, because she didn't want to be in the living room. So I let her have the room. Mind you, it was just a 1-bedroom apartment, and I had a full size bed. Well, she had a twin, and I had a full, and it fit in the room. And we stayed at a domestic violence shelter because at that time people was gang stalking us, and I wanted to do anything I could to keep Montavia safe. And a lady had told me to tell the people, for me to get in there. And I finally was able to get in there after so many months. And they got us off the street. But I had started working, so it was kind of hard trying to pay for a room and trying to go to work. Mind you, these people made sure I went to work every day. They picked me up from work. They had this program where that's a part of it. They had a certain day when we would go to the store. Um, those same people didn't understand why they were taking Montavia when they did, and they were wondering why who was calling CPS, because they kept giving me different caseworkers. I had one caseworker, and then she left me in November, and we was done with the case. I was working, I was in my apartment, and then I had the Haven. They pay it up for like 6 months, your rent or whatever, and then after that it's on you. But the light bill, there was miscommunication, and they didn't pay the light bill, so the light bill just ran up, and that was the only thing. Like the lights had went out, but at the same time, I didn't have any family members that I could call that I trusted enough to help me, to be like, hey, can you help me out or whatever. Like they weren't talking to me, and I wasn't talking to them. My father, the stupid bitch, Mr. Tony, that raped me when I was a 2-year-old child, he actually, this the same man that had to stay away from me for 2 years, and the man that I showed you in a picture, that's who I say my daddy is, because he protected me from this man that hurt me when I was 2 years old. And that tells you a lot. That's how long that I knew Mr. Clay, and how long he had been in my life. He was in my life since I was a little girl, and I mean toddler, all the way up until probably about 5 or 6. Mr. Tony had to stay away from me for 2 years because Mr. Clay, he knew everybody. He was in the military, and he still did military duty, and he worked for the bricks company, and he did that for over 20 some years, the money company. So he was always he was actually like a chief, a military chief. So he's buried in the Nicholasville Purple Trail because somebody asked me all the locations, and I named those locations, but Nicholasville is one of them because that's where all the military, you know, the wounded warriors, um, that's where they are buried at in honor. And it's a long trail. It ain't no, just one patch of grass. It's a lot of them. And then you got the white crosses for the people that were MIA or they couldn't find their bodies. And the ones who they did find their bodies, like this man is honored enough to be buried in one of them monumental things where you know, they abbreviate your name around the wall. Not just they name, other military people names is what I'm saying. They abbreviate other military names in honor around this wall. You see those walls like in Washington, D.C. and stuff like that. That's the Purple Trail. To be honest with you, the Purple Trail is everywhere. So that tells you how far the Purple Trail will go. The Purple Trail will actually go all the way down south, if you ask me, like South Georgia. The energy is that this Nine of Pentacles. When I see this depiction, it's like you're the cat and they're the people. They're humans. You're immortal. So it's like you got 9 lives. These humans wanted you to go away while they was eating. See, the thing about cats, though, cats are curious, but they don't want whatever you're eating. So that's the thing, too. You didn't want to take part in whatever they was eating. I cut family members off in July of 2022. When I moved, that was the last straw because nobody wanted to help me move, and I had to get a guy friend of mine to help me move. And I didn't have my driver's license, I had my permit, but I had the money. So for me to get the $100 deposit, because this motherfucker ain't have it, but I just used his license, I had put a necklace that my so-called grandmama, your son touching children, gave to me, and it was a Nefertiti pendant. And mind you, I'm not Nefertiti, I'm Isis. So that's the destiny swap that I mean. These people wanted to come up against you because you was juggling, because you was in the Two of Pentacles. They was making this as a joke. They were laughing at you. You holding on to what you got. And they wanted to come up against you, and they celebrated this. And the whole time you're an earth angel. I went through a lot of sexual abuse. I talked about that last night on my live. But I went through a lot of sexual abuse growing up from the people in my family. So a motherfucker can't sit here and say, because if we talking about when somebody was a child, then why, you talking about when I was a child, but you as a parent, you didn't do your job. And like I said last night, my mother used to travel and sex traffic me to different locations. And that's what's coming down, and people are looking crazy. They did what? She did what when you was a child? Yeah. We traveled to different places and they would sex traffic me. After she left Mr. Clay, that's when she started dealing with Mr. Tony. That's why I say that Mr. Tony is not my daddy. He was a pedophile in my life, somebody that my mama was passing me to. And so again, these people believe that they was gonna do that to my child. No, they might have did that to me, but they not gonna do it to mine. And this is 2026. This is not 1993. This ain't the 90s. You can't do whatever these people can't do whatever they did in the past. They can't. That's why they're going to jail. They also wanted to kidnap my child. When I was in Kentucky, I did have this fear. I didn't want my child to go outside because they was trying to I noticed them watching us when we would go to the bus stop, all kinds of shit. These people literally wanted to kidnap my child and sex traffic her. And see, these people took this as far as a joke. Then they went into the court system saying, yeah, when she was a child, we sex trafficked her and all this shit. You know, these people got to do their research on that shit. And now they sitting back, they looking all crazy. They like, y'all did what when she was a child? Oops, my bad. Behind that is a celebration. They celebrated this. They celebrated saying, yeah, we took the child, we're going to take the child, then we're going to molest them and rape them and sacrifice them and take them for every damn thing. Yeah, this shit is sick. And this ain't no joke. These tarot cards telling you exactly what these people goddamn did. They also sent a Virgo into my life to get me pregnant. And for some reason, there's readers that saying that Scorpio is pregnant by some Virgo or some shit. And a Virgo is not my baby daddy. My baby daddy is an Aries. I don't have any other children. So that's, again, people lying about a pregnancy. I've had a reader sit there when I was listening to a Scorpio reading. It was years ago. And she was saying that Scorpio gonna pop up pregnant and, you know, they ain't gonna be able to suck it in no more. And I'm like, well, shit, bitch, it's been about 2 damn years since I heard that message. I ain't seen that baby. I do listen to Cryptic Pregnancies by a reader. Her name is Empress55. I actually love her. She's so sweet. And I do love the messages that she puts out. I don't even know if she has a TikTok or not, but I know she talks a lot about cryptic pregnancies if anybody is into that. But cryptic pregnancies are a spiritual thing. Spirit guiding you. I know that I am destined to have a son, but it's the fact that these people tried to call me a rapist, a molester. When I was 11 years old, this is truth. When I was 11 years old, I did something to a relative of mine that was way younger than me. And do you know that when I moved away from Florida to Kentucky, I suffered a lot of mental anguish because I felt like I ruined this person's life. And that was only because growing up as a child, they didn't teach me right from wrong, that this wasn't what you were supposed to do. You shouldn't touch other people and stuff like that. Do I do that today? Hell no. And I put my right hand over my heart and to the sky and to the damn Bible that I don't do stuff like that. I was 11 years old. I'm 32. I had to ask God for forgiveness. I went through different therapists, sessions to even heal from whatever I did when I was a child, because that wasn't on me. That was on the adults that were around me, because I wasn't nothing but 11. That's something that these people should have been teaching me, but they ain't teach me that shit. And now that I get older, I know that I'm not finna let nobody do that same shit to my child. I always felt like my karma was when I turned 13, I was raped by somebody that I did not know. But come to find out, the man was actually a rapist already. He already had a criminal record. So that tells you a lot, that these family members in the South, they actually sent this man towards me to come and rape me. His name was Cadillac Man or some old shit. He stayed in a nice house, you know, had children and families and stuff. And people picked on me. When I was in middle school, people used to come up to me and they would be like, you being grown, you out there having sex with grown men and all that stuff, and then you lied and said that you got raped. No, the people in my family, they knew this man was an overgrown ass man. This man was 35 and I was 13. Like, make it make sense for me. So again, what guidance? The guidance that I did have was from my grandmother. This shit didn't happen. This shit happened when my mother came around. None of this stuff was happening when she wasn't around. Because Granny had me in places. Exactly. I can tell you right now that when I worked for the nonprofit in Kentucky, it was called Step by Step. I done mentioned this before. And I worked with single mothers between the age of 12 and 24, and they had children. And they went through all different kinds of shit, especially one of them is sexual abuse. I actually was on the news talking about sexual abuse. And the shit I went through, I couldn't even hold myself together. I was on this camera crying. Because, you know, they was asking me, why am I a part of this program? Why do I dedicate myself to this? I dedicated myself to it because I went through it. I went through a lot of trauma. I went through all the abuse. And for people to say that when I was a child, that it was my fault that I was a child, no. It was the parents' fault. Because they didn't guide nobody. They ain't tell nobody they ain't supposed to be doing nothing like this to family members. I had to learn that shit. But when I got to Kentucky, it was like a free space to be able to heal from whatever I went through. Because yes, that gave me mental torment to know that I was in my 20s at the time, to think back to when I was a child, like, oh my God, I did that to somebody. I don't even want that to happen to me. I prayed so hard. I went to therapy so hard. I cried in the therapist's office, cried over the phone, all kinds of goddamn shit. This was a confession. But they also understood. When I was younger, I used to be upset because my mother didn't want me. She didn't want to be around me. She didn't want to talk to me. And instead, she got married to a man and chose the man over me. That's what she always did. But you can't say that I'm choosing no man over my child because I ain't around one. I'm single. I ain't got no rings on my finger, but the two. I've never chose a man over my child because I wanted to protect them from what these people put me through as a child, and how they didn't guide me and teach me how not to do something. One thing about it is that I'm not finna touch nobody else's child. That's just not me. And for people to be talking about something that I did when I was a child, I was 11. So you need to look at the adults that were around me. These people was in their 40s, in their 30s and shit. And they was letting this shit happen. But like I was fast forwarding to this nonprofit, we talked about sexual abuse. There was even a book that they passed out to us. And it was a book for creativity for kids to teach them not your mama, your auntie, your cousin, not even me, to touch you. And me, when Montavia got to an age to where she could wash herself, she would be in the tub and I would be outside. And I would be like, all right, Montavia, this is how you do it. You get your arms, and I had clothes on now. Get your arms, get your body, scrub all around there. Try to get your back if you can. Get back there. Get in between wipe like you wiping in between your butt like you do on the toilet. Scrub down there. Get your feet, your legs. I showed her what to do. Because I would stand there and be like, I'm not about to touch you and I'm not about to wash your body. You do it. I'm just going to demonstrate what to do with your clothes on. This is how you move the rag around. Sometimes it was a little frustrating, but I had to get her like a sponge or something to where she could hold it in her hand and scrub all over her body instead of with a rag. I also used to buy Montavia wipes because I wasn't finna wipe her butt. I did that when you was a baby. It's time for you to learn how to wipe your butt. So I bought the little flushable wipes so she can use those, because it was easier to get everything up off of there. Because, as little kids, they learning how to wipe their butt with tissue. That you washing their drawers and stuff, you see shit stains. So you like, okay, now we got to figure out something different. I'm telling you, the tower is falling around these people because people are looking at them like, what? And you rose from the ashes. You never died. You wasn't finna die for nothing. You know why you wasn't gonna die? Because you repented for what you did already. You don't need nobody in your fucking ear telling you about you need to repent, you need to repent, you need to repent. Bitch, you need to leave me the fuck alone, because when I tried you on some sexual shit, you tried me with the same sexual shit that you went through as a motherfucking child. Motherfucker don't want to talk about that shit though. I actually had a motherfucker do me like that. You tell me your darkest secret that you know, when you was a child, your daddy did something to where you know, you was in the tub and he sent a grown woman in there for one. That's a pedophile. For two, why the fuck are we reenacting what you did when you what happened to you when you was a child? So how you gonna tell somebody else to repent, but you still reenacting events that happened in your life you ain't healed? I ain't reenacting nothing. And I don't need nobody telling me to repent, because bitch, I did. Them motherfuckers didn't see me healing from whatever. They ain't see me going to no therapy. They ain't, people joking like the baby daddy of mine joking about, oh, you went to therapy and all this. Yeah, and I suffer from PTSD as well, from all the trauma that I went through. And I ain't sitting here to tell nobody that they can't heal. Yes, you can. Why would you be telling people that they can't heal and move forward? Oh yeah, you're gonna go through all of this and you ain't gonna be able to heal from it. Yes, the fuck you will. It's called praying and going to God. And if you need a therapist, go to one. Cause these goddamn people, the way they showing up in your life, they ain't gonna goddamn help you get through all this healing. They just gonna cause more problems. My mama's side of the my mama's daddy's side of the family, they all pedophiles. My grandmama's granddaddy raped her when she was a little girl. Imagine what year that was, because I got a great grandmama that was born in 1923, so that was probably 1940s or some shit. So from 1923 to 1943, a lot of shit was going on. The judicial system wasn't the way it is now. That's what I'm saying. These people can't play that shit that they played in the past. Because this is 2026. This ain't 1923 or 1943. That's why they can't enslave our ass. They can do mind control all they fucking want. They controlling every damn body else. I'm not in the matrix. I ain't going to jail for no fucking body. People trying to figure out, well, if she was 11 years old and this happened, why the fuck was y'all not teaching this child that they wasn't supposed to do this to somebody? I had to go through my own life lesson and heal from the childhood trauma that I went through. And yeah, I did go to therapy. And yeah, I did talk about my PTSD. Yeah, I did all that. None of this shit is a joke. None of this shit is funny. None of this shit is a reoccurring act. A motherfucker think if they took my child from me, I'm going to go over there and snort coke because that's what my mama did. No. She didn't want to heal. She refused to. When my mama was 9 years old, her granddaddy raped her. And she called it, oh, I was having sex at 9 years old. No, the fuck you weren't. And you wanted me to talk to my 8-year-old child about sex. I didn't start talking to Montavia about sex until she turned 10. Because I felt that she was about to have her mother nature. And the mother nature didn't happen until she was 11. And thank God she ain't around no motherfucking body. I give thanks every morning that she is safe and that she is well. I cry every time I hear her voice. When I see her, I'm very well happy. I haven't seen my child physically since Christmas. I also had an old boss when I lived in Thomasville that harassed me and stalked me all around. And when I say that this man is going to lose every motherfucking thing, even his wife. Because why the fuck was you stalking me? I don't lay with married men. Yeah, that's what my mammy did. But the thing about it is, my daddy was married to my mama. I'm not a bastard. Mr. Tony is not my fucking daddy because he wasn't around when I was 1 and 2 years old. He could say that he was there when I was birthed, but that don't mean shit. You was touching me then. You was touching me when I was a baby. My mama went and she got married to somebody else and he took care of her, made sure she was good, honey. Made sure we both was good. I was eating pancakes and syrup every fucking morning. And eggs and good breakfast and that, yeah. Yeah, there was sexual activity that went on and they had porn. Kids are curious. They did all kinds of stuff. They did whatever they did, but they ain't do that shit around me. And I got my ass tore up if I did ever find some shit that they ever goddamn was doing and it was grown people shit. Mr. Clay didn't damn play that shit. So to this day, I still talk about this man. And mind you, my mama done took every photo out of the photo album that consists of Mr. Tony because the realization is that Mr. Tony is not my daddy. He was a warlock who was sent in to destroy my mama's life. This man was 28 years old and my mama was like 16 when he met her. From the beliefs of whatever my grandmother says. Let me go ahead and keep on going, child. Look. The truth. These people are burdened because the truth is unraveling. You unraveling the truth. That's why you walked away from these people, because you know the truth. These people wanted you to be dead so that they could be pampered, so they could be independent. But that's your energy. You ended whatever it is that these people tried to goddamn do. You ended the cycle, ended this curse. These people collaborated. This Leo collaborated with people. They collaborated with a cult. And they thought they was shitting on you, and they ain't got no toilet paper. They ain't got no shit. They ain't got shit. This fuck nigga ain't got shit. And mind you, Mr. Tony is a Leo. They ain't got shit. Damn. That's probably another reason why I mentioned what I mentioned. The tower is falling down around these people where I'm at. And investigators are on their ass. You walked away from a King of Swords. This motherfucker could be fat, I guess. Or Archangel Gabriel is protecting you as you walk away. But I feel like there's a Leo, King of Swords. A Leo and a King of Swords that was working against you. They wanted to bring a death and ending into your life for a Wheel of Fortune. And the justice system knows that you are an empress. And again, you bringing in the justice. And they bit the hand that was feeding them. These people was helping them, and now they biting them. The song by the Joker, Come Around. He said, I don't even want you around you. The first part of the song, he said, nigga, why the fuck is you even talking to me? You know good damn well I don't even fuck with you. When we was up in high school, I ain't even must speak to you. Shout out to hoes that didn't fuck. Now you fat and your friend. These bitches, they'll set you up, Hoes dirty like Uncle Ben's. I came into this world alone, and that's how I'm going out. You ain't take my charge for me, and you ain't help me bond out. These niggas faggot on the low, they still going around fucking hoes. I'm strapping up on everything, cause I ain't trying to throw the bone. My cousin them stole from me. Bitch suck my dick with a dirty mouth. Now I'm in court right now, cause the bitch won't let me have my child. These niggas love but be snitching, and swear to God they don't. Bitch will bite the hand that feed them before they bite the hand that won't. I'm telling you, that's my shit. The Joker, and he's a lyricalist, meaning that he speak big words. Lyrical. And his name is the Joker. Y'all know that song, I'm steady calling on the phone. And in conversation, I'm coming to your crib. You already know what it is. Shut up. He sang that same song. But the song that I'm talking about is called Come Around. You don't want these people around you? Because I can sing that whole verse to you again and let you know. Tuh. He said, bitch, why the fuck is you talking to me? No, good damn well I don't fuck with you. When we was up in high school, I ain't even must speak to you. Shout out to hoes that didn't fuck. Now you fat and your friend. These bitches, they'll set you up. Whole dirty like Uncle Ben's. I came into this world alone, and that's how I'm going out. You ain't take my charge for me, and you ain't help me bond out. These niggas faggots on the low and still going around fucking hoes. I'm strapping up on everything because I ain't trying to throw the bone. And when he said, my cousin them stole from me, they did. My cousin them stole from me. Bitch, suck my dick and my pussy with a dirty ass motherfucking mouth. And now I'm in court right now because the bitch won't let me have my child. But these niggas love to be snitches, and swear to God they don't. Because, bitch, they run around here biting the hand that feed them before they bite the hand that won't. That won't. When I say won't, that won't feed them. You feeding their ass. They ain't feeding you. And them people that they motherfucking with ain't feeding their ass neither. You fed their ass. You made sure they fed. They wanted your success to be in the Four of Pentacles. This coven, this group. And you moved the hell on. Even with your two little pentacles. Bitch. You're a star, and you unraveling the truth about these people, or unraveling the truth about this King of Swords. Hermit. God is protecting you, your fortune, and your independence. And they was keeping secrets. And somebody getting ate up by a cancer. This cancer is sick. This person giving them crabs. And they was telling lies on you. This could be a Cancer or a Pisces that was telling lies on you. And them lies didn't fucking work. They tried to say that you was the one that's sick. No, you're not. You're not sick. Nothing's wrong with you. They did this because they don't love themselves. And that's why the fuck they going to damn jail. All these people are for the Five of Cups, to the Lovers and Magician. They was doing this to you and your lover. Doing magic on you and your lover. Look, and that's what you seen. You saw that they were doing magic on you and your lover, and that's the fucking truth. People been doing magic on me all my life, baby. And I'm waking up. I'm waking up. And the Empress card just keep popping out. Your gifts are here as well. Let's get some oracles, and then we can get on up out of here for real. It's a little hot in the car. Keys. See? Initiation. You're being initiated. Because you know how to land on your feet. You are that cat-like energy. You said they're naming each other's ankles. It surely is hot, child. And you're an alien. They people see you as an alien. You're not an alien. You're just unique. You're totally different from these people. You ain't nothing like these people. Motherfuckers is nasty. There's a departed loved one. This also could be an ex. This person has passed on. Expressing your true feelings. They want you to keep expressing yourself and talk about what these people have done. Upgrade your mental software as well. Your gifts are heightening. Let's see what this departed loved one, they want you to know that they love you very much. Departed loved one. Because there's a wealth. You're very wealthy. This departed loved one is telling you that you're very wealthy and that you're a diamond in the rough. And that's what's being shown. Your whole ring is being shown. You're wealthy all by yourself. You're not wealthy because of these people. What I said, jackpot. This ex thought that they had a jackpot because you were wealthy and they thought they hit a lick on you. And in this marriage, expressing true feelings. What I said, somebody want to come in and get married to you because you're wealthy and you have money. And also that's what this departed loved one is telling you, that these people only want to be around you because you have money and you have wealth. Mr. Clay left me some money when I was a child. And these people thought that they was going to get this money. You upgrading your mental software is tapping into your discernment and your intuition and God. The dog. And what's to say at the bottom? Keys, what I said, you being initiated. Access, a threshold. I want to see what they say about dog. Loyalty, alliances, master, bond, hunting, pack, bite. So these people are trying to hunt you down in a pack. But see, you're the loyal one. They starting to they mental software is starting to upgrade, and they like, damn, you was loyal the whole time. I thought you was cheating on me. I thought you had a baby. I thought you started your life. But none of that happened. They thought you went and got married, and none of that was fucking true. Yeah, a bunch of freeloaders and gold diggers. They gold diggers. So they wanted to call you a gold digger and a freeloader. But their intuition is updating to the fact that they created these alliances because they thought they was the master, or they had the master plan. And your mental software has been upgraded. Let me look in this book. I'm finna read to you what computer says. This one gives more detail. So it says resourcefulness. Oh, because they wanted your resources. So they thought that they was gonna have the master plan and have mastery over your life. And I master this, and I'm the master of you. You're my slave. No. So it says throughout all Eastern religions, there is the belief in the one supreme mind and being that interconnects us all. The computer is often used as a symbol in dreams of the one's mind, your unique access to the universal mind, as well as your desires to connect and express yourself to others. So that's what I'm doing to you. I'm expressing to you what has happened to me in my real life and what's going on with me right now. And I still move on about my life and keep pushing. because I'm resourceful by myself. It says you're wise beyond your years. Exactly. So that's what the computer represents, your resourcefulness. You're wise beyond your years. You have more knowledge than whatever these people are trying to think that you got. That's why the hell you was able to get away from them, because your mindset don't think like these people. You see this shit as disgusting. You want to gang stalk people. It's about my 30th time seeing that damn car pass by me. That all they gonna do is go down to the next exit and then come back around and go back that way and then go down to the next exit and yeah, just retarded. Anyway, so it says you're wise beyond your years, more resourceful than you realize. All the answers and all the rams, quote, quote, you could ever need, want, and desire, just a click away. The challenge isn't access, it's your operating system. You would never think of trying to send an email from an old Macintosh computer from the 80s. It didn't work. From time to time, we all need to change our mind, update our belief systems, delete the spam and the download our personal reference points to thoughts that are relevant to this brand new moment. Take a breath, open your mind to see things in a new way, and be willing to cut and paste a new point of view that supports you in living a higher, most optimistic level of functionality. Well, that was a mouthful. That was a mouthful. And it says the mantra is, I avow myself to the unlimited intelligence and infinite possibilities of the universal mind and heart of the universal soul. Yeah, these people definitely, it's like you've upgraded your mental software. These people are still stuck. They stuck in the matrix. You're not. So we got the number 31, which is wealth. So health is wealth. In the book, it says health, not wealth. But health is wealth, wholeness, untouchable, healing, positive energy, priceless value. This is what this departed loved one is telling you, is that you're priceless and you're untouchable. These people are not going to be able to touch you. They're not going to be able to get to you because they can't leave from wherever the hell they are. You ain't never lied. I want to meet something that done help me too. And I done mentioned them before. I got Matoki is my number one. I would love to meet her one day. Because y'all Scorpios, go watch her Scorpio videos. She's much older than me. I think she's in her 50s. But she looked good for her age. She looked like she's about 45, 35. That's where I would think that I would have thought that she was that age. But she definitely guided me away from a lot of stuff way before I even got a reading from her. And I've been listening to her for the past 3 years. And yes, sometimes I do wish that I could pay for her memberships and get more messages and get a reading from her freely, but I can't because of what I still got to solve my own. And when it's time, I know when it was time for me to get her, I got a reading from her. And that was a year ago. And I listen to it every now and again. You know, also with readers, if you watch the commercials, that's another way for them to get paid. So like even when I watch her readings, I try to play the commercials so that I can donate in some kind of way. I just physically can't do it. So yeah, her, and then you got, I think it's Angelic Justice, and then I mentioned Empress 55. You got Sage Who Rising. She done came back because I was wondering where she was. I was watching her for a minute, and she does Scorpio readings. Who else? Her name is Heavenly. I think it's Heavenly Divine or something like that. She's a white lady. And she does great Scorpio readings. She's actually kind of funny to me. What she be saying, what she be calling these people. She funny. She a funny little white lady. So those are a couple of people that I actually listen to, and they do Scorpio readings. I just started listening to a new reader, and her Scorpio readings would be like, bitch, let me play this bitch back. I be running them bitches back. I be like, they did what? Hold up, let me go back. It's like wanting to hear some. You got some readers that you want to hear on repeat because you like, hold up, I think I might have missed some. You said they did what, and they was trying to do what? And then you got the number 17, which is money, abundance, tools, energy, poverty, money. So this departed loved one who could be your ex can be telling you how these people wanted you to be in poverty because of money. They use your energy as a tool, your abundance, your finances, and your wealth. Wealth is here because you are wealthy. They chose to take your energy and use it as a tool and put you in poverty to steal your money and your finances and your wealth. But you still showing up as abundant because that's the first energy. You are wealthy. And then number 23, marriage, union, pact, ritual. Wow. They were doing a ritual on you. That's what they did. They did a ritual on you so that they could steal your abundance, your wealth, and your money because they didn't want you to receive it. Now they finna go to jail. And they put you in a false marriage. Somebody darker than you. This is a white man. These people was riding your coattail, or they riding this woman's coattail. They was looking into your future. How you was supposed to be married to somebody and you was going to be wealthy and married to this person. They killed this person. Because they didn't want you to have it. But if your person has passed away, especially if he's an Osiris and you're Isis, if he passed away, then whatever, and then you're probably older than what you are, whatever was left to you, it goes to you because you're the next one in line. Even if y'all was siblings or y'all act like y'all siblings, whatever, y'all fight like y'all siblings. Somebody mama could have been saying that. They could have been talking to their mama and they like, y'all act like y'all brothers and damn sisters. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all be doing all that? She cussing you out and all kinds of old shit. That's what your sister be doing. They real sister do that shit. And you act like you a part of their damn family too. You'll cuss their ass out in the damn heartbeat. You don't give a damn. And I used to think back because there is a lover of mine, the one I was with for 10 years. His name is Terrence. And I was with him, riding with him the whole time while he was locked up or whatever. But I knew him since we was like 13, since we was kids. But I always made sure I did my best to make sure that he was good while he was in there. But he was telling everybody that I was his wife, and I used to tell him, stop telling them people that. And that was me spiritually speaking. Stop telling them people that. And it wasn't because I wanted you to keep me hidden. It's because I knew in my life that I was not an average person. That I wasn't from here. And I have to now explain to people what's going on and the reasoning why people are attacking me. And if he cannot handle that, yeah, they'll stop talking to me, and that's fine. If you want to keep yourself safe, then I'll be single. Shit. I mean, it's dangerous. It's a dangerous game that these people was playing. This departed loved one, which could probably be the departed loved one for me as well, is saying that we are wealthy. And they did this. They used your energy as a tool to steal your abundance and then put you in a marriage. They did a ritual. Meaning that this person spiritually married you, but they didn't marry you in the physical. Now they talking about I'm gonna come. I'm coming to do it for real. I'm gonna do it for real. I'm gonna do it for real. I just playing. I just playing. No, don't. Please, please. Like they don't want to go down for whatever they did, and it's just like you're already. And then you got dog, the number 12. So the number 31, 17, 23, and 12. Yeah, loyalty. These, like I said, these people gathered together in a pack. They did this as a group to come up against you and this person and to put you in this marriage with this person. And then they was lying to you and telling you sweet nothings and all this shit. But you, whatever belongs to you, belongs to you. They can't have what's yours. And they're going to have to get back what belongs to you because you're the one that's the runner-up. Oh goodness, Scorpio. This today was a very deep message. Did I use these? Yes, I did. I believe that I did. I thought that I did. You love this person. Something about your second child. It was a sacrifice. They sacrificed this pregnancy because they didn't want you to be pregnant with this person. And they seen that you was going to be wealthy and this man was actually going to take care of you and make sure that you're good. And, you know, y'all was going to have a nice family and they wanted to stop it. But guess what? Everybody now knows that you're innocent, Scorpio. Opportunities taking shape. I said I was going to get up out of here, but let me get a couple of calls and then we're going to leave for real. I thank everybody for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, donating, even if you want to join the membership or you don't, whatever. And thanks everybody for watching my short videos. I see that y'all really love the short videos. What else do we need to know? Everybody knows that you're innocent. What about this? Everybody knows that you're innocent. Everybody knows that you're innocent. Because this is love and war that they created. 12. The police coming to get them because they didn't grow and they're not creative. Everybody knows you innocent now. So now your family, they trying to find you. Where you at? Where you at? We know. We sorry. You, yeah, we against you. You would have thought they was damn natives. The way they over there, and that's what they really could have been doing. They could have been sleeping with this person, putting their mouth on this person. Opportunities. So the journey, transition, moving into a new chapter. They didn't want these divine masculines or feminines to be fighting for you, but they are. They didn't want people to support you, but people do. I mentioned that already. And everything that they showed you is who they are. They showed you exactly who they was and what kind of people they was. Now they over there stuttering. Like Mr. Barky back here that be barking half the goddamn time. Yeah, Barky. You did it. You did it. You did it. What'd you do, buddy? What'd you do, buddy? He down here on the floor just chilling. He like, bitch, it's hot. Unmatched political equality. These people didn't believe in equalness and being equal. They believed in hurting people. Shit, I love animals more than I love people. Shit. I'd rather deal with their ass because you know what? What I thought was funny, I was talking this about chat. And it's funny too. Like, because I was talking about, I said, compared to humans and birds and dogs and cats, like, they the most thing that minds their business. Humans, they do the most. And chat hit me when they said that was funny. Chat was like, that's funny as hell. Because I don't be talking to nobody, but that was funny. But anyway, so It's funny, as I was saying that, I seen this man, he was trying to turn around in his car, right? But it was a dog that was behind him, and he was just walking and minding his business. And I told Chad, I said, that's funny we talking about that. And I just seen a dog. There was a man in this truck, and he was trying to turn around. So it was kind of like it was a narrow road with a ditch on each side, and he trying to back up, and the dog just walking and minding his business. He don't care. And Chat hit me with, like, the dog is sitting over there like, I don't know what you got going on between you and that truck, but it ain't none of my business. I was sitting over there cracking the hell up, because that's exactly how the dog was acting. Like, I don't know what the fuck you doing with you in that truck, but I'm minding my business. Either they get scared or they mind their business. They want to beg you for forgiveness, but they can't, because you don't want their forgiveness. You don't want it. Especially from your family. You don't want their forgiveness. You really did love this person, and they hurt you long enough. And now they sitting over there talking about you in the song. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, woo, 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 woo. Oh, woo, 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 woo. Screaming out, Scorpio, why'd you leave me? I met a Scorpio. Like motherfucking goddamn, what the hell that Tyrese? I met a Scorpio. And then he paused. You sitting in the pile, you ain't chasing this shit. You see that this person is not being a king, and you know when they're not being truthful. They wanted you to leave it in the past, and you're not. You're going to leave it in the past, but see, they stole you just for money. So how could you leave that in the past? They stole you from your situation, your people, what you had going on, your comfort, your success, and they did rituals and did magic, put you in a marriage and all kinds of shit just to take your money, came and killed your daddy, Mr. Clay. They killed him. They traveled all the way to Kentucky to kill my daddy. They traveled all the way from Florida to kill my fucking daddy up north. And they wanted to blame the North for this death. And no, the North ain't got nothing to do with the death that you caused on my daddy, because y'all was greedy, nasty, pedophilia ass motherfucking people. And you was upset because Scorpio was actually wealthy. And they talking about leaving in the past. Child, please. These people cop blocking. That's why you not leaving that shit in the past, because you blocking. You in the way. You sat upon very thrones with pharaohs. That's what Isis is. She's a pharaoh. And she became a pharaoh for the short period of time as she raised her son. These people, they needed guidance and needed your help. Child, please, I'm protecting these goddamn children with y'all nasty motherfucking ass in this damn community. And Empress doesn't chase, you attract. And you're a whole Empress out here evolving. Everyone is caught up in their lies because they wanted to be a part of this kingship. Yeah, okay. Well, let me guide you right on over here to Anubis so he can wear your heart out. Either he gonna mummify your ass and help you go to the next life, or he might just burn you in the ashes and take you on down into hell. What you mean? Queen Nefertiti, that ain't who the fuck you are. That's in reverse. Because kingship, Queen Nefertiti was a part of the queenship. Isis was a part of the kingship. I sat with bosses, people who had money, motherfuckers who had shit going on. And even when I was a child and I was raised with my grandmother, I was raised around people who had money. Like I said, my granny know these rich white folks. She go over their house and they had these big ass family gatherings, friends and family. They cheering, everybody come, the whole kitchen filled with nothing but motherfucking food. Child, please. You damn motherfucking right. We all love our damn children. They run around here talking about it's the reason why you single. The reason is because you had a motherfucker that did a ritual to say that they was pregnant. I mean, they was say shit. Somebody did do a ritual and said that they was pregnant. Somebody did a ritual on you and said that you was pregnant, but they the one that's pregnant, not you. And They did a ritual to put you in this false marriage so they can steal your wealth. They only did it so they could steal from you. But you wealthy, it's so much money to go goddamn around. It's like that shit didn't work. They got a little piece of the dime, but they did it to get married to you so they can abuse you and then take your money. Well, tell me why you going to jail or why you finna lay down in this grave. Cause you ain't no damn king. You gonna be met with the best. They wanted to stop you from meeting this person. They think they know your pain. We talked about this last night. This was the card that I seen, the first card that I seen. They don't know your pain. They don't understand why you single. You're single because a motherfucker did a ritual to put you in a false marriage and so they can steal your money. Now everybody tell me I'm sorry and I'm looking for you. Child, please. Their business is being told and the joke is on them now. Everybody know what the fuck they damn did. They know that they did a ritual on you just to steal your money. And then they talking about, well, why is she single then? You said you was married to that girl. You ain't married to that damn girl. Yeah, they was big jive talking. Because people like, you ain't married to that girl. That girl's still single. How you married to that girl and she's single? So why is she single? Why is she single and you saying she married? And she ain't saying she married to you. Ain't no rings on that girl, Frankel. You went searching for the love within. Now, River, this person, they wanted to have a little girl. You're not Queen Nefertiti. You ain't having a little girl. You having a boy. You done already, some of y'all probably done already had a little girl. So that was the past life. Now, you're supposed to have a boy. Rising to the new version of yourself. They mad because you doing you and they suffering. Because you on the throne in heaven. Shit, they said you were dead. They married a dead corpse. You said the girl was dead. You said she wasn't living. And then you got married to her. How you married to something? Also, a judge could be saying that. How you married to somebody that's dead? You said the girl was dead. So how you married to her? And then how she right here in front of me and I don't understand how she dead. These people just did this shit because they wanted some money with their poor ass. That's that pussy hole shit that I be goddamn talking about. And they know that you gifted. They tried to block your intuition. And that didn't work. And throughout all of this, you healing yourself and all that stuff, yeah. You showing up as this true star that you are. I got so many cards that don't make no sense, child. You showing up exactly like who you are, and you showing up every damn time. And you returning back to your innocence. So they was playing with your inner child. They was playing with what happened to you when you was a child and all this shit. That's why they kept saying when she was a child, when she was a child, when she was a child. She like that when she was a child. And also people could be saying, this girl been gifted since she was a child. You dumb bitch. Somebody called somebody a dumb bitch. And they said, this girl been like this since she was a child. So how in the fuck? Y'all knew this shit. Y'all knew this shit. Y'all knew this shit. Y'all knew this shit was gonna happen. You knew this shit. Is it bad? Then stay rooted. You are not behind. You're being prepared. And they don't care about what they say. You on a sunflower pathway though. Yeah, they had you under a spell to keep you stuck. How high? They did this because you was getting high. They could have tried to poison your weed and shit. Peace is your greatest protection. You get it off the muscle. It's nothing they can do to undo what has been done. They can't do nothing to undo what they did to you. That's what it said on the back. What they did to you. They can't undo what they did to you. They got to respect the queen on the throne because God sees what other people overlook. And God is in favor. And look, they keep taking this bait. They took the bait. And they need to watch who they playing with. Keisha Cole should have let you go. You had to let go because God is within you and you will not fail, and He's your refuge. When they had you, they treated you wrong. And yes, you're still alive. Deuteronomy 31:6, Proverbs 3:5, Psalms 91:7. 91:7 talks about if the Tower of Babylon, 1,000 in my side, and nothing may touch me type thing. And you're too anointed, and they wanted to touch the anointed one, but they ain't get too far. They ain't go too far with that. They ain't go too far with that. They ain't get too far with that. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Now everybody running and hiding and shit. I gotta find somewhere to go now. I gotta run. I gotta hide. I gotta run. I gotta hide. And yeah. Cause they gonna get me. I'm going to jail. Oh my God. Some of them going to physical jail, spiritual jail. They taking their ass to hell. Okay. So I'm hot. I'm finna go to the store, do what I need to do for my goddamn self today. And I will be back on here later on tonight and we could talk about some more bullshit. They wanted to sacrifice you and you went through a whole transformation with the 7 damn pentacles. Yeah, they broke your heart and you don't trust these people. And they burdened by breaking your heart. Because you have a whole lot of strength from whatever this is. That's why you guard it. You guarded towards this person because they broke your heart and then they lied and said y'all was married and all this old funky ass shit. Bitch, what? All right, Scorpio. For my water signs, if you was on here, I will most definitely see you guys later on tonight for the nighttime reading. You know the energy always change. And I appreciate everybody coming on here, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And I will definitely see you guys on the next one. Love, peace, and hair grease.